In the front end of 2022, I sold something like 43 homes. And in the last 6 months of 2022, I sold one house, a house. And in the front end of 2023, I sold about 30 homes. And then in the back end of 2023, I sold about 7 or 8 homes. As realtors, we tend to tie our self-image to the amount of homes that we sell. If we sell 30 homes one year and then 15 the next, suddenly I'm not the person who I thought I was. Then that leads to, a lack of self-confidence, motivation. We almost don't even know who we are anymore, and then that leaves us feeling completely lost. And I remember in the back end of 2022, things got so bad that I felt I had completely forgotten how to even sell real estate. Like, I literally thought that I would never sell another house ever again. And I saw all these people around me that I knew, other realtors on Instagram posting just sold photos every day. And I'm not gonna lie, that was f***ing me up. So today I'm going to share some insights now being through this a couple times and coming out on the other side, and also some things that you can do to help you get through these times. So first things first, please understand that every single top producer has been through this period that you're probably in right now. And if they haven't, it's probably because they've already been through this time before they even got licensed in another business or another job or whatever the case may be. And it's literally impossible that they haven't, because this is universal law. So I'm going to put this up on the screen here. The law of polarity. The law of polarity is knowing nothing is singular. Everything is one made up of two parts, polarities, such as positive and negative. Once you begin to understand this, you realize that one cannot work without the other, and in order to gain one, you must accept both. The good thing is, no matter what the circumstances, there is always a positive, even in situations where you can't see it. It is there. You cannot accept one part of the equation without having the other side. The law of polarity is what forms our understanding of every single thing in the universe. We know what things are because we know what they're not. We know that's a tree because it's not a bush or leaves, so if it's not either of those, then it has to be something else. I know this desk is wood because it doesn't look or feel like concrete. I know I'm happy because I'm not sad. You cannot experience the high highs of business without experiencing the low lows of business. And you wouldn't even know what a low low or a high high is without experiencing the other, because you wouldn't have the contrast to be able to differentiate and be like, this is not that, so it must be this. If you're trapped in this dark space right now where you're doing everything you possibly can to get new business and nothing's materializing, understand that this is supposed to happen. And in fact, it has to happen. This is not just a you thing. You have to go through this to be able to experience the highs later on. Because like I said, it is literally impossible for you to experience the highs without the lows. We all know the story of the spoiled rich kid that's entitled, has everything that he wants in his life, but doesn't appreciate anything. But how could he, when he hasn't experienced any of the lows that come with actually making the money and getting all those material possessions? His dad or his parents did, but he never did. Therefore, when he has these things, there are no highs. Therefore, there are no lows. Therefore, he doesn't value any of those things. He doesn't have the contrast that is necessary to be able to appreciate and have gratitude for the things in his life. Having the money, having the status, having the cars, and the house is all meaningless without the journey that had to happen to actually acquire those things. People don't have respect for the money and the material possessions. They have respect for the story behind those things. There is a framework that has been used for almost every good story that exists. And it's the same framework that was used in Batman, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Iron Man, Star Wars, and literally any movie that you could possibly think of. And that framework is called the hero's journey. Batman wouldn't be cool if he was just some rich dude kicking people's asses. His parents had to die first, and he had to go through tough times. Harry Potter wouldn't have been Harry Potter if he was just, some rich kid slaying Voldemort. His parents had to die, then he had to go to a shitty home and deal with a whole bunch of problems there and self-confidence and all these issues, and then he had to, evolve, and then the story became good. So all that being said, you are on the hero's journey right now if you're watching this video. And your story would suck and get you absolutely zero respect if it weren't for this period that you are currently going through. So now I'm gonna give you some very simple advice to help you get through this time. First things first, I muted every single realtor on Instagram that I felt any negative emotion towards whenever they posted a just sold. Even if they were my buddy. Even if they were my buddy and they were posting just solds and it made me feel shitty about myself, I would literally be like, hey bro, just so you know, I'm muting you on Instagram. Love what you're doing, you're killing it, bro, but your just solds make me feel like a piece of shit realtor, so I'm gonna mute your post for now. If these posts are bothering you, it's moving you down the frequency ladder and it's making you operate at very unattractive frequencies, and it's gonna be harder for you to attract new business. The next thing is you're gonna wanna start stacking some easy wins. Even if those wins don't necessarily have monetary value, you need to start getting your self-confidence back up. And I found the easiest way for me to do this is just go to the gym consistently at least 5 times a week. Find a workout program that you like, that you want to do it consistently down to a T, and in 4 weeks, you will feel a whole lot better about yourself, even if you're still not closing deals. Lastly, no matter which way you choose to prospect, whether it's calling, I like to do social media, you need to pick one thing and do it every single day without missing. And again, in 4 weeks, you will look better, you will feel better, and it'll at least feel like you're stacking some wins and getting control back of your life. Now, I have an academy where I teach realtors how to use social media to muster up more business. And if you want more information on that, you can click the link below. If you want to see how my first 3 years went in real estate, I'm going to drop the video right here. Make sure you watch that.